Hafiz, Nizam, Andrea.
Respond.
Hasha. Do you
You
have any
have question or
questions?
not? Yes or no?
Hasha. Do you have any questions?
No.
No, okay.
Yes or no?
Madam.
No, saya kau.
Okay, welcome Muhammad Aiman.
Doktor, kejap boleh tak doktor, saya tengah ada LI presentation. Kejap lagi boleh tak? Saya, Sekejap lagi saya kau balik. Okay, saya kau. Aiman, can you active your button camera? Okay. So everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay, ya. Okay, so shall we start now? The first presenter is Hafiz, right? Hello?
Miriam,
Ya.
boleh saya pass giliran saya tak?
Apa dia?
Tak, saya bagi orang lain dulu sebab ada problem ni.
Kenapa
Tak,
pula?
sekarang saya tengah ni train intern baru kat sini.
Tak boleh macam itulah Hafiz. Benda tu kamu kena buat kemudian sebab kita dah plan hari ini adalah hari presentation.
Okay, boleh.
Faham tak? So you
Okay,
have
faham.
to follow our schedule.
Okay, sure, boleh.
Okay?
Okay.
Salah record tak?
Record.
Okay. Okay, may we start Hafiz?
Okay, boleh. So, ada nampak slide saya tak, Miriam?
Belum.
Nampak muka kamu je. Okay Hafiz, kamu share benda tu dalam WhatsApp. Saya share screen.
Okay, boleh. Sekejap.
Okay?
Itu Hafiz guna XSplit ke? OBS tu salah setup.
OBS. Dia salah setup kat mana tu? Salah. Cuba guide dia sikit.
Tak boleh lah nak tunjuk. Kena step by step tu.
Dah belum Hafiz?
Belum lagi, sekejap.
Sebab itulah saya bising kamu berminggu-minggu. Saya kata hantar awal sebab saya nak tengok dulu.
Menunggu.
Nizam, are you ready Nizam? Muhammad Nizamuddin.
Yes.
Are you ready? Hafiz okay tak Hafiz?
Tak, saya tak nak share.
Ha? Tak share belum Hafiz?
Sikit lagi. Lagi slow sikit.
Nizam? Are you ready now, Nizam? We move to Nizam first.
Yeah.
Boleh kamu dulu, Nizam? I don't want to waste our time. Sementara saya dapat Hafiz punya ni. Boleh, Nizam?
Sekejap Mida. Saya tak jumpa pula file.
Astaghfirullahalazim.
Okey, selepas student Puan Rozita, ya, student saya akan present starting with Andrea. Okay, then Harsha and the last one is Aiman. Okay?
And Harsha and the last one is Aiman. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Nizam, okey tak Nizam? Boleh tak? Nizam, okey tak Nizam? Boleh tak?
Tengah cari ni slide.
Ya Allah Nizam, kenapa pagi ni baru nak cari? Angin betul lah saya dengan kamu ni. Ya Allah. Kenapa saya suruh
Andrea,
hantar,
close
kamu
speaker.
tak hantar. Angin betul lah saya dengan kamu ni. Level ni ha.
Saya dah hantar dah.
Saya suruh hantar.
Hantar report. Mana hantar slide-nya?
Sorry, madam.
It's okay.
Saya dah hantar dah.
Kamu hantar dekat
Close
mana?
your
Pilih
mic
kamu hantar.
sebab suara bergema.
It's okay.
Kamu hantar dekat mana? Pilih.
Close your mic. Sebab suara bergema. Close my mic.
Yes, yes. Suara dari your mic keluar dekat sini. So, dia dengar double. Okay,
Can see
close.
now, madam?
Yes, can see. But you close
Suara
your
dari mic
slide
keluar dekat
first.
sini.
Let Muhammad Hafiz or
So,
Muhammad Nizam present first.
Okay.
Okay. Lambat ni internet ni. Dia
Setting.
buat apa? Okay.
Close. Yes, can see, but you close your slide first. Then Muhammad Hafiz or Muhammad Nizam present first. Dia lambat ni, internet ni ada problem. Okay.
Mute Andrea.
Salah.
Ya, saya.
Ha, sekejap ya. Sekejap. Ni dah ada dah.
Kau dapat tak video?
Dah. Sekejap. Saya tengah download. Kejap saya share screen ya. So we start from Hafiz, right?
Ya betul.
Okay. Everyone can see now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So you may start now. Hafiz, you may start now, Hafiz.
Thank you. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to all of you. Today I will present my final slide of the industrial training. So I was as a internship student in 110 Hotel and Resort Sdn Bhd, located in Tapah, Perak, Malaysia. And my supervisor name is Mr. Abdul Hakim Muhaimin bin Abdul Hamid. So this is the industrial training of introduction. Industrial training is to improve the student writing skill in recording daily tasks and new experience and tasks they learn, as well as their commitment and responsibility to record daily tasks and prepare the industrial training report. We must complete 16 weeks of the industrial training as part of the graduation requirements, which requires undergraduates to work in the link industry. So I enrolled in 1108 Hotel and Resort Sdn Bhd, a company that provides services such as a hotel, resort, cafe and event management in Pahang and Perak, Malaysia. So the objective of this industrial training is to apply theories that we learn in classroom in working experience, solidify student confidence after graduation, improve both soft and hard skills, and improve communication and management skills to expose students to the real working environment, establish and train confidence in the performance of duties and ability to assess themselves to prepare for the working world after graduation. Allah. Next slide maybe. Sebelum tu tak, madam back.
Kejap. Saya ni tak boleh back ni.
Okay, boleh. Tak pun try madam buat ni.
Kejap. Kenapa tak boleh back? Tak boleh ni slide ni. What's your problem? Kamu buat dalam bentuk PDF ni memang dah tak boleh nak ni, Hafiz. Patutnya kamu buat dalam slideshow. Okay, Hafiz, can you see her now, Hafiz? Hafiz?
Okay, boleh madam.
Okay. So now there is a last slide that you present just now.
Sebenarnya ada lagi ni atas daripada dia, tapi itulah.
Tak ada dah. Ni adalah slide number 5. Major task.
Mana?
Hmm.
Kalau saya share screen kat sini boleh tak?
Saya stop share. Kamu
Okey,
share
boleh.
screen kamu.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Okay, boleh nampak kan video kan?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here is the job nature and job scope. So first, the front office skill. So the specific task is I might be open to answer the phones, meet the customer, greet them, and make the reservation if they have a booking in the hotel. And it is possible that I will be the first department that must deal with crisis or customers complaint and completing a reservation form. Okay, next is the housekeeping. So as a housekeeper, I responsible for the neatness, beauty, cleanness, completeness, comfort, safety, and health of the entire room as well as the other public areas, so that the guests feel safe while staying here. So as we continue to struggle with the COVID-19, so the as we continue to struggle with the COVID-19, so it be more strict and we need to follow the SOP that the department has decided to us, and we need to sanitize the room after the housekeeping. We need to clean so that the guests sorry. Okay, next is the maintenance. Maintenance is not the part of the job description. It is one of the most critical things to do before attempting to manage a location in order to avoid difficulties and danger. So in 2021, December 2021, this company has operate the new place that accommodation or and lodging, which is 108 cabin in Tasik Wadi Pisling River as a hotel that concept in container or in the cabin. So we need to do maintenance, we do the renovation before operate that place. So this is the ABS system hotel software that we use here at the Hotel Tapa, Hotel Sungkai and Cabin. So we have two online OTA, which is booking.com and also the Agoda. Here is the example of the ABS system that we will make the reservation from the booking and the Agoda. So here in the system, we will check in the guests, and then we make the invoice for them after they check out, and all record is we put in this system. Next is account and administration. First, we need to communicate as a good cashier. is one who is able to communicate effectively and perform tasks in accordance with defined procedures, method and work process. Customer friendly in interaction with consumer, as well as demonstrating a desire to serve and assist customer in achieving and meeting their needs. Next, perform a transaction. The cashier is responsible. The cashier is responsible for ensuring that transactions such as a legitimate transaction, receipt issuing, and transaction are complete accurately and correctly. Last, report and keep the track. We need to make a report and keep the track of the finances loss, which is shortage or extra cash access, and the sale volume on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So I learned this account and administration in the FMB service, which is 1108 Custom Cafe, which expose us to various sort of services in like table setting, service equipment, the menus, service operation, food garnish, and accompaniment, and standard operating procedure used by food and beverage service business. Here is the organization chart of this company, 108 Hotel and Resort Sdn Bhd. And here is the founder and the managing director, which is Mr. Zamari Haji Muhyi. So this company background, 110 Hotel and Resort Sdn Bhd is a tourism and hospitality company based in Tapah, Perak, Malaysia. That founded by Mr. Zamari Haji Muhyi in 2018, and he is a diploma in tourism management graduate with over 30 years of experience in the tourism and hospitality industry, as well as 20 years of expertise in event management and creative art. He also involved in several sort of company and is also a managing director and has a major roles in Malaysian Association in Perak. So the business nature and operation, they have a few branches, which is in Perak and Pahang. We go to the Perak first, which is 1108 Hotel Tapah. So 1108 Hotel Tapah is started in 2014. That has a strategic location near the restaurants, supermarket, clinics, and also a public transport. The room is so spacious and have a comfortable room, but we have a few weakness. Compared to the other competitor, which is the lack of amenities such as restricted parking, and then need the requirement for parking coupon and also no lift available. Next is the Hotel Sungkai. Started in 2015, a year after Hotel Tapah operates. That is the 3-star hotel or the budget hotel that near to highway exit, petrol station, grocery store, and they focus on the guest comfort and safety. 1108 cabin is a unique container type lodging unit with a smart modular concept, catered for the one of a kind of holiday experience that operate in December 2021, and dia locate near the Sungai Bil, Gunung Liang, Hot Springs, Sungai Kelah for the picnic, and the adventure activity that available here is at Ulusling Ecotourism Center, such as water rafting, flying for ATV and adventure. This F&B service, which is the custom cafe at Tapah, and an impressive cafe in the heart of the Tapah Bido Perak that provide Western and local food since 2014. Also, one of pit stop routes of the Malaysian A10 Tapah local route, which is the motorcyclists from all over Malaysia and other countries can drop into this cafe, and the drink and the food are served in a cup template that made nostalgic memories in around 70s. So event management, they operate this Kelly Castle at the Batu Gajah, Perak, and they do many event management, which is for the example the Pekan Kartun that have been since 2014. The last is the resort in Tekek Pahang, Malaysia. They are operating since 2019. The ideal spot for lazy days in the sun on completely private beach and resort, and they can also exploring the island. So here is the logo, mission and vision of this company. The mission is to put hospitality services on the highest level in order to satisfy the demand and expectation of guests. They are unwaveringly committed to exceeding their guests' expectation by exceeding their experience of what they can offer, recognizing and acknowledging their employees' contribute and investment, ensuring fair and reasonable return to their shareholder, and acting responsible, continuous, trustworthy, and dependable corporate citizen. And their vision is to be recognized regionally and globally as one of the most efficiently managed hospitality groups, with all level of management and service striving to provide the best level of service at all time and in all circumstances. So the job scope and the job duties, here is I need to respond to question for the guest in a friendly and helpful manner, informing customer about the service we offer, answering an incoming call, and providing acceptable customer service, complaints and inquiries. In the booking form, we need to update the customer information and also follow up with the customer regarding the reservation confirmation. And the front office will provide product information, accept payment, collect customer information, and fill out the booking form. So the experience, sorry. Allah. Sekejap. So the experience and task given. First, meeting with customer. As a front desk employee, I am responsible for meeting with customer and answering their question. I also need to inform the customer about the product and the service that we offer to them. And then retrieving and inspecting products from the supplier. I also need to inspect the goods that were delivered by our supplier in case they are insufficient or have a defect that will affect the product quality that we create. Next is the prepare a customer invoice and receipt. I need to prepare suitable invoice and receipt for a customer. And also, I stay here in this hotel at the Tapah Perak and I need to assist my supervisor to train the new internship student here that arrived a few weeks ago. So it is more like challenge me as like a senior internship student, and I need to teach them, quote them, and assist them to learn what we provide, what we offer in this company. So this is the suggestion and the problem. So the sustainability of this training that I learned to discipline myself to give the commitment for the company, develop my self-esteem and learn how to communicate more effectively more effectively with my co-worker. And the problem that I encountered, I had to do much a task at one time. The lack of ability to troubleshoot when the problem arise, and the ability to collect, analyze, and summarize the information. So the suggestion is I gained a lot of valuable knowledge at 110 Hotel and Resort, and I suggest that every company should take an intern to give valuable knowledge to every graduate. And the conclusion, I have been able to meet and network so many people that I am sure will be able to help me with opportunities in the future. One main thing that I have learned through this internship is time management skill, as well as the self-motivation. And I had learned how to motivate myself through being in a office so many hours, and my communication skills are strengthening as well as when communicating with others. So overall, internship is a good programmer, and I had highly recommend to my fellow friends. It helped to enhance and develop my skills, abilities, and knowledge, and it was a good experience and memories, as not only I have gained experience but also a new friends and new knowledge here. So that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Hafiz. So we open the floor to the question and answer. If you do have any question, so you may ask Muhammad Hafiz. Hafiz,
Yeah.
can you hear me, Hafiz?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the challenges? Okay, challenges that you face during you as a student and you are internship.
So as a student, I think it's not more challenging, but when as a student lah, we are facing the COVID-19, so the classes is not really sorry, madam, apa soalan tadi?
I ask you what is the challenges
Okay, challenges as
as an internship if you compare to the student.
okay. I think the challenges. Okay. As a internship student, I gain more knowledge, and the challenges for me is I need to communicate with them. Actually, I
Do you have any problems when you face, or you means that when you communicate with your customers? So do you have any problem?
yeah. We have with, many problem with like misunderstanding with the understand each other, and also at the a few weeks after I internship here, I need to I need to replace uh, the old staff, which is he as a cashier. So as a new staff or new student at this company, I need to learn fast how to being the good cashier, efficient, the effective cashier. And so I need to teach other internship student here. I need to assist them, which is I can speak or talk properly with them because yeah, just like this uh, I can explain. Uh,
Okay, so thank you, Hafiz.
okay.
Okay, that is a good experience to develop your future, to develop your, if you got a, okay, one more thing. Do you have
Yeah.
an offer from this company to be a part of them?
Yes, I got this offer.
So do you accept?
Yes, I accept this.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. Wan Salawati, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, so congratulations, Hafiz. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Okay, so Nizam, Muhammad Nizamuddin, are you ready, Nizam?
Yes.
On your camera, Nizam. Do you want me to share your screen?
Uh,
Kenapa kamu tak sihat ke ni, Nizam?
saya tak apa sihat sikit sebab COVID tak ni lagi, tak hilang lagi.
Oh, kamu positif ke? Positif COVID. Hari ke berapa ni?
Hari ketujuh kan.
Okay. So can you share your screen? Boleh tak?
Nampak tak?
Okay, nampak. Okay, good.
So I start
Okay, you may start now.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to my college supervisor and to my friend. I Muhammad Nizamuddin bin Muhammad Noor from the FT student. We present about my internship in area by Surya Bentung and area by Surya Cirate. Okay, so we start to introduction. So introduction to industry training. First, prerequisite for student in certain program at or level of higher education at the Institute of Higher Learning. Secondly, we also provide students with learning opportunities in the workplace to receive practical experience in order to improve. Also provide exposure and experience for students into technology development, effective communication, and teamwork practice. Also build enthusiasm and proactive attitude among students and increase their confidence to be an excellent coach. Next, opportunity use all the knowledge and theory related to course and help students to study and feel like we're working environment. So, in the industry training objective to gain the knowledge to and on observation and job execution. Also develop skill in work ethic, communication, management, and others. Third, to develop skill in the application of theory to practical work situations. Also will increase us to the sense of responsibility and good work habit. Um, and to build a strong teamwork spirit and self-confidence in student life. Last but not least, to expose students to real-world environment, experience gain knowledge in writing report in technical work or project. So this is my job nature and job scope. I start from the front office department. The, the specific task I had to do is need to answer the phone, greet the guest, sign for sign for a package and process a credit card transaction. Second, I have to answering incoming call and giving satisfactory replies to customer inquiries and complaints. Third, I need to disinfect surface more often and potentially use more technology for the check-in and check-out process than before. Next, I I I transfer to sales and marketing department. First thing, I have to explain it to guests about the package we provide. Second, I have to answer questions from guests in helpful manner. And last, I have to give the promotion to the guests using WhatsApp. Uh, next, next, I have transfer to housekeeping department. I have to know. I have to know how to keep the room neat and organized after guests check in check out. Um, Second, I have to resolve guest complaint if their room did not exceed their expectation. And the last, I have to talk effectively with guests if they need additional towels and soap and the others. Last but not least, I transfer to food and beverage department. Uh, the, the task that I have to is I have to give service at hotel in the front of the restaurant, lobby, coffee shop. And second, I have to ensure that make yearly preparation where there is the new group coming up in hotel. Uh, the next is organization background. So this is organization chart. We started from general manager, and we have also have human resource department, marketing department, sales department, purchasing and details department, finance department, front office department, food and beverage department, housekeeping department, and also maintenance. So this is about my business nature and operation at the resort. First, about the resort, area by Surya Hot Spring Bentong have 80 room which is 16 hotel room and 20 villas. Example is the resort have deluxe twin garden view, deluxe triple garden view, deluxe triple pool view, deluxe spot garden view, deluxe spot for pool view and jacuzzi villa. At the area by Surya Tirating, only have 140 rooms, which is they have deluxe queen garden and sea view, deluxe king garden view, deluxe triple sea view, terrace ski, sea view, terrace quadruple for garden view, family room and suite. For the resort event at the area by Surya Betong, they have 4 halls which is they have Alamanda, Anggrek, Cepaka and Rafflesia. At the Cerating, they have 2 halls which is Cengkeh and Kayu Manis. About their swimming pool, area by Surya Bentong offers the hot spring pool to float and soak in rusty, mineral-rich water warmed to the perfect temperature with fresh hot water channel directly from the hot spring. At the at Cerating, they have swimming pool and also had the sea scenery. So this is information about department. Uh, front office department. We have to responsible for handling front office reception and administration duties, greeting guests and offering them a beverage and also answering the phone calls. Second, about the housekeeping department, we have to keep the hotel clean and comfortable. The aim of all accommodation establishment is to provide their customer with clean, attractive, comfortable, and welcoming surrounding that offer value for money. The next department is sales and marketing department. We have to responsible for maximizing a hotel revenues by developing programs to increase occupancy and make profitable use of its accommodation, meeting and leisure facilities. And the last department is food and beverage department. We have to responsible for the front of the restaurant, lobby, coffee shop, bar, banquet and room service, and at the back of the kitchen, stewarding. So this is the the hotel logo, motto and vision. So about the resort motto is towards leading resort and hotel icon Malaysia and international. And their vision is area by Surya is central to the effort to define Malaysia as a preferred place to visit, which include features that will create incremental value for the local economy and drive growth in the tourism sector. So about the contents, we start from my job scope. My job scope, I have to answer question from guests, explaining to guests about the package, answering incoming calls from the guests, updating guest information in the system, follow up the guests about the booking confirmation. I also had to housekeeping things like make sure to change the sheet, pillowcase, and or add on mineral water and towels. I have to charging guests a fee for credit card payment. Also preparing the breakfast, lunch, and dinner for guests, and set up all table and chair if in advance for the purpose of the use owner group. So about my experience in exercising duties and tasks, answering the phone calls. This involves taking message or directing calls to appropriate personnel and even directly answering general questions from clients, customers, and others. Usually, customer will ask about the price range of hotel rooms and jacuzzi villas here. Other than that, they ask is any available room for today and whether the hotel vouchers still can be used or not. Second, receiving the visitors. Uh, a receptionist might be able to deal with the client needs by ourselves, by often direct them to the proper personal or location. Usually, customer will check in at 3 o'clock and I ask the reception, I have to prepare if customer come early or they want to make room reservation by walk-in. When the customer arrive, I will ask them to sit for a while because I need to photocopy their identity card. In addition, I will ask them to fill in the registration card because we need to know their detail if anything happen. After that, I will explain to the client where their room position is. I will also tell to them when the swimming pool and hot pool are open. Next is I also do telemarketing. I need to do telemarketing since our resort stay open even did not have any guests to check in. So our HQ give to us a task to do and need to submit by today. The task is telemarketing, so we need to promote our resort package and we also sell some food product to generate income for our company profit. So we need to promote our package and food product to our client by calling them or message them to WhatsApp and email. The next experience is I I have to do housekeeping. Housekeeping we're responsible for cleaning 60 rooms per shift. The actual amount of work depends on the size of the room and the number of beds. A housekeeper need between 15 and 30 minutes to do for the one room. The housekeeper also carry out the following tasks such as making the bed, tidying the bed, cleaning and polishing toilet, tap sink, bathtub, and the mirrors, mopping floors, removing stains, and vacuuming the room. Last but not least, I have to do the food and beverage things. We must do in front of the restaurant, lobby, coffee house, banquet and room service at the back of the kitchens and stewarding. Usually, if there is breakfast, I will arrange just food for breakfast for the guests before 7 a.m. However, I must to enter yearly at least at 6 a.m. because the worker will take 1 hour to prepare the breakfast, also with the lunch and dinner. After the guests have finished eating, I with other staff we collect all the food container, tidy our table and clean the area around the restaurant. Besides, a family will also required to work to arrange the tables and chairs in the hall if there are any group that have booked to use it. So about suggestion, problem and conclusion. So uh, so the problem is the first thing is there is too much task to handle at the one time because I have to finish the task given as fast as I can because there is too much work to do. Since I was new in area by Surya Bentong and Jerating, I don't have difficulty to handle the task commonly to do by myself. However, with the patient or the team of Surya Bentong and Jerating and the other internship students, they have guide and often teach. me various field of knowledge during my internship. So my suggestion is uh, I still need to improvise my work and learn from the mistake to be a good worker in the future. However, I am very grateful for using pursuing my industrial training here, where my colleagues willing to help me and share their knowledge. Besides, I am pleased pleased with the guidance by the colleges, and as a result, I am managed to handle the task assigned during the industry training period. Last but not least, now I am motivated to face the challenge in the future, undertaking as as a diploma in tourism management graduate. So the last for conclusion, I have to I have to gain the good experience and memories and also gain new friends and knowledge. It helped me it helped me to learn independently, discipline myself, be considerate and patient, self-trust, initiative, and the ability to solve problems. Also, advice are useful guidance for me to change myself for the future. Next, to avoid myself making the same mistake again, and always racing against fight timeline and package schedules. Also, analyze our problems and assignment and to formulate the good solution to the problems. I also learning the teamwork is the vital in contributing to a strong organization. Last but not least, the important is communication and sharing is too much needed in the working environment. So that's all for today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hafiz. Is it Hafiz? Nizam. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Nizam. So we have a question and answer session. Is there any question from the floor? Nizam, turn on your camera, Nizam. I can't saw you. Okay. Any question?
Okay, I have a question. Okay, you said before, Nizam, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so you said before, okay, you gain a new knowledge from your internship. Okay,
Yeah.
so can you explain about it? Okay, what type of knowledge you gain from your internship?
What type of knowledge?
Yes.
Knowledge I have get about the we have to when I do the work I have uh you know about the first important thing is time management. So I have
Okay.
to pandai to uh, pandai uruskan masa in the work situation lah. And also I have to I need to be think positive when in the work because uh at the same time must have much task to do, so I need to properly positive think.
Okay.
Okay, Nizam. Actually, the first time you intern in the eBay Bentong, right?
Yeah.
Okay. and then you move to the eBay Cherating.
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, there is a due to flood the resort in the Bentong. So what do you feel
I
when you have
feel
to move or transfer to the
um,
Cherating?
at the same time I feel surprising because at the bottom I started, so I did expected, and then I transfer to Tirating, so I feel comfortable because they give us a chance for continue the internship. So that's what I feel lah.
Okay. Do you have any problem apa benda ni waktu you nak move to the Cherating dari segi tempat tinggal, or is it the company provide to you?
Uh,
So you
actually,
have to decide in last minute, right?
yeah. Actually, that no problem. Eh, eh, no problem lah.
Dia bagi you duduk hotel ke?
Uh, 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 Starting moving in Tirating, dia bagi tidur hotel dulu.
For how many days?
Uh,
1
for
month.
1 week. 1 week.
Oh, okay. Before you get another place, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any question from Andrea, Hasha, or Aiman, or Hafiz? No. Okay.
No, no.
Okay, so thank you so much, and congratulations, you already unofficially, okay, unofficially you already grad unofficially, okay, means that when you finish your training presentation, so inshallah, okay, inshallah you will grad for this semester, inshallah, eh? Okay, so we pass it to the Puan Salawati. And for Nizam and Hafiz, if you have a task to do, you may leave this room. Okay, but if you want to stay and support your friend, most welcome. Okay, I pass it to Puan Salawati.
Okay, thank you, Puan Rozita. All right, now, Adria, Hasha, Muhammad Aiman, are you ready? Ready to
Yes,
present?
madam.
Okay. Now, we go to Andrea first. Okay, Andrea will be our third presenter for today. Okay, Andrea, are you ready?
Yes, madam.
Okay, now present your
Hold on,
slide
ah.
and start your presentation.
Hmm. Give a minute, madam. It's not popping
Okay.
up. Madam, can I just send it to you? Then you can help me present. Is it
Send it to
okay?
me. Okay.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Did you send it to my WhatsApp? Where is it?
Tak boleh Hasan lah.
Dia keluar. Dia internet dia ada masalah.
Dia problem ni. Connection dia problem.
Asha dengan Aiman, get ready with your slide ya. Asha still here?
Okay, Madam.
Okay. Aiman, still here?
Yes, madam.
Okay, prepare your slide ya. Hasha, can you send me your slide? Oh, so I'm not sure I can share or not. Okay, Andrea.
Yes, madam.
Oh my.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I had some connection.
Can you see the slides?
Hold on, yeah. Yes.
Yes, okay. How about now? I use slideshows. Can you see it?
Okay.
Andrea, can you see your slides in
Hold
slideshows?
on, madam.
What?
It's loading.
It's loading.
Yeah. Hold on, it's loading. Jack is loading, yeah.
Are you sharing or?
Okay.
Okay.
Very good morning.
Okay.
Am I sharing?
Me. I'm the one who's sharing right now.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, Andrea, continue.
Can I start now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You may start.
Very good morning. My name is Andrea. Very good morning. My name is Andrea. I'm from DMB, Diploma in Marketing. My organization was Tunas Manja Sendirian Berhad. Next, madam. Okay, the company background. Tunas Manja was founded in 1987. The company line of business includes the retail sales of a range of canned foods, wet foods, and dry goods. TMG is the fastest expanding retail chain store, which provides variety choices of quality products at lower price. This company has been the first retail integrated chain business in Malaysia. Besides that, this company does not only owns a retail store, they also have their own business development in property, in housing like property, land, and housing site. Uh, they also own. They also own. Wait, sorry. They also own. This business developed over 30 years of experience in the business sector, focusing on housing industry and his retail business. They have been contributing tireless to the
Andrea,
growth.
sorry Andrea, I can't see your slide. It's not
Sorry?
appear. I can't see your slide. I can't see your slide. It's only
Oh, I thought Madam was sharing.
I share for job scope. Kak Ita nampak job scope?
tak nampak.
Ah.
Nampak dia punya ni sahaja. Apa benda ni? You punya you share screen. It's not a window, right? You share entire screen. You share entire screen, right? I can see your slide, but your entire screen.
Okay, kejap, wait.
How about the rest? Ataupun saya je yang tak nampak? Orang lain nampak slide tu? Someone can you respond? Okay. Okay now, okay, I can see.
Okay. So right now is company background.
Yes. Should I go through again or just continue?
Never mind, you can continue. Salah buat slideshow.
Saya buat slideshow tadi tapi takut ada konflik dengan slideshow. Sekarang nampak tak slideshow?
Dia memang kalau letak slideshow dia memang lari.
Sebab tadi
Okay, I'll just continue ya. Okay, we start from yeah.
So right now
Tunas
I'm
Manja
sharing.
have their own farm where company background, right?
Right, you finish company background kan? Sekarang job scope and job nature. Kita nampak job scope and job nature?
Belum lagi. Baru tunjuk company background.
Company background sekarang ni. Betul?
Oh, saya dah job scope and job nature. Rasa tak boleh buat slideshow lah. Cannot be slideshow.
Okay.
Okay, job scope and job nature.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, the job scope that I have assigned in this company is I deliver creative promotion strategies of product. For example, I have actually learned on how to actually promote their products, and also by promoting their products through social medias and also through newspapers and also flyers. The service using integrated marketing promotion tools as advertising are such as like social media, Facebook, Telegram, and also WhatsApp. Besides them, we also promote through flyers, like we have a magazine where we will distribute to consumers for them to actually learn, for them to actually see on the promotion items and the products that is on offer now. Third one is preparing sales report. For my sales report, I learn by creating a sales report using an Excel file by collecting all those data and also the sales that has already bought from consumers that bought products from Tunas Manja, and I have to create a report and send it to my manager. Using data from buying habits and competitors' product, I have used a system which is called a fusion. They use a system which is called a fusion, where they collect all their data and also their buying habits. That fusion actually describes where all those sales items that they've sold has been keyed in the system for them to actually record their sales. Applying related IT knowledge in production of flyers. For example, I have learned from the Adobe Shop that is called an app where we used to create designs, where we create flyers where we create like rearranging them in a page where we can create more of those promoting those items by placing their promotion price and all those information of the products. Serving customer needs. Tunas Manja has been serving customer needs such as their promotion staff and also their needs of their daily buying habits. Giving service to customer, they have already organized an app called TMG Chop where consumers buy it through online. So once they have purchased their products or their goods through online, TMG, they have their own delivery transport where they will transport it to consumers' house for where the consumer has bought their products. Next slide. This is the organization chart. The chairman is Dato Ching Swee, executive director Dato Chin Yok Chin, and there's two executive directors, and the down one is all those HODs and departments. Next slide. Business nature and operation. Their business is the world first retail chain in Malaysia that has been operating really well. They have been operating and they've been opening outlets in every different places. For example, they have recently opened one in Jade Hills that is in KL, Shah Alam, and also in Sedang. Okay. Their activities and strategies are to serve needs and service the consumer and provide the best service they could. This store includes activities and strategies such as the store design, the selection of specific merchandising to match their target, and the physical and digital marketing of merchandising to customer. TMG is a well-organized retail industry that has the term of sale in goods and their public of consumption. This company has helped customers in purchasing their goods at their nearby stores. They have made it easier for consumers where, let's say there's one they have actually opened in near the airport junction where it's nearby for those who have lived far away from the town, has their nearest convenience store where they can shop. Next slide.
This is
The
information
information of the department.
Yes.
This department have been working on promoting, helping in distributing, and also using IT application to promote their goods and sales on social media. They have responded the needs of their promoting through social media, such as getting their feedback from consumers about how they like about this TMG, and also improving in their sales and also their what we call that, improving on their services also. They have also been setting price offer for goods that are on promotion. Example, setting promotion price of a potato chips and snacks and other dry canned food. Besides that, they use promotion tools like social media, flyers, and banner to promote organization and sales activities. They also organized outlets that is opening. This is the logo of TMG Mart, the latest one. Next slide. Okay. The motto is elakkan kecuaian, utamakan kualiti. And the visions are your quality, reliable and trust neighborhood grocery shop. Next slide. The duties and tasks that I have done. Okay, my work are to create pop cards and also print them and place them on for promotion, example dry food and also vegetable. My work was to actually set the price for, let's say every week we have a price where they change their price. We need to actually create a pop card and also print it and place it on the shelf where to show that this item is on promotion. Second, changing price of the item that is on promotion, setting the price of promotion, such as creating the price change of the items. Let's say let's say Monday we have a price that is changed. Let's say they have increased the price. We have to increase the price, or let's say that product is on promotion. We have to organize it and also place it on promotion. I also learned designing on flyers by setting promotion price and item pictures. Sorry. Okay. This one, let's say when we create the flyers we have to actually place the price of the promotion, the product image, and also the products that we place it by letting people know that this product is on promotion. Fourth, creating a sales report. I learned to create a sales report by using an Excel file, such as I collect all these data from the sales that has already, the products that has already sold. I collect the data and also I create an Excel file by keying all those sales item that has sold and create a report by sending it to my manager for her to actually explain it to her boss. The fifth one, creating a barcode and labeling for new products. Okay, this one, when a new product that has already come to the new product, let's say the potato chip, the lobster flavor has already come into this tunas manja for them to sell. We have to create a barcode and a labeling for this new product so that it will be easier for people to actually scan and also see those price on the product. Okay, creating vouchers for consumer. Okay, this one, let's say for consumer that have the TMG gift cards, my work was to actually see the points that they have collected. Let's say, example, they have collected around 5,000 points. They can redeem a voucher or a free gift from Tunas Manja. Okay, the last one, recording sales of Razer top-up sales and TMG gift card points. The Razer top-up sales, as you can see, those who sell the gift cards where we have Netflix and Netflix, Spotify card. Okay, that one is also part of my job to actually record the sales of the cards and also TMG gift cards points. TMG gift card point is for me. What I do is I will collect all those members that points that have reached to 5,000 and above. I collect it and I will actually list them on an Excel file, and I also will call them and also tell them that they can actually redeem a voucher or maybe they can redeem a gift from TMG. Okay. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. My experience through the task was getting used to the environment in the office. Okay, this one was a bit quite challenging for me is because the environment in that office was quite busy and also a very crowded places lah. Okay. Next slide. Next was being familiar with the work that's given. Okay, my experience through the work that they have given is for me was it was for me to learn. It was difficult for me to understand what they were trying to give, but I was expert in those work and also get used to this work which they have given to me. Okay, understanding the challenges in working life. My understanding in these challenges was uh, actually working from 9 hour, let's say 8 hours was around quite tiring lah. From long hours working from 8 to 5, 8:30 to 5:30 was actually quite tiring and also exhausting. But at the same time, I learned to overcome it and also learn to be self-disciplined. In you have to be on time on work and also learn to actually cope on every new challenges that they are giving also. Facing challenges in working life. My challenges in working life was to face challenges through the staff in the office because the staff was a bit busy. At the same time, when you want to seek for help, it's a bit difficult because they are quite busy. Hold out their work for a minute and just to explain to me on how that this work you have to do it and how it should be and how it should be organized. Okay, next slide. Okay, the functions of this department that I am in. This department has been their work are to create headers for suppliers to make them easy for them to receive their purchase order. Okay, this one is when let's say every product they have their own suppliers. So what we do is we will create a header that is a code for these suppliers so that it's easier for us to find it in the system. So this code, what we do is for this code, we will key in all those sales items that they have actually that we purchase from this supplier. So what we do is create this code so that this code we will give it to the supplier and the supplier will know that these orders that they have actually sent to the TMG Mart and also sent to the TMG Mart and also see that this item that they have purchased so that later on when these items has been sold out, all they have to do is just send it send it back to send again the goods that we have purchased so that it will roll in the retail store. Sorry. Okay. Setting price offer for promotion and change price. Okay, let's say the items for products, let's say fish, every week their fish price will change. So what we do is we'll set promotion or maybe a price that has in the price of the product that have increased. We will actually set this price and also the promotion. Let's say a promotion, a pack, let's say biscuit packs. We will want to sell this item fast, so we put it as a promotion and also we will sell it in twin packs. Organizing opening outlets. Okay, let's say for this few months that I have been in this company, a few outlets was actually opening, such as that was in Sedang, that is in KL, and also one in Airport Junction, and also in KL there's also two, Jet Hill and Sedang. So all they have to do is send the team members, such as the marketing department, the IT department, to go to the outlets. For the time being, they will actually check on every promotion, let's say promotion, or let's say the IT, such as the cashiers, those IT application like those cashier, those PC, we have to check, and also key in all those promotion item, and also the price of the items in the system for them to be easier, and for them to actually, let's say for openings, they will actually let's say for openings for the outlet, for the first opening they should have promotion, right? So promotion of the products will be cheaper, so it'll be easy, so we have to set those promotion price in the system for them to actually know that this product is on promotion. Okay, handling the ICT promotion tools, such as posting promotion on items and opening to their new outlets on social media. Okay, this one is actually on their social media, such as Facebook. It's in Facebook TMG page. We organize it and we will let people know that we will be opening a new outlet at, let's say for example, in KL, Jet Hills, and then, or maybe the products that are on offer, we also will post it on social media to let customer to know that this product is on promotion. Okay, the next one is creating goods return note invoice for goods that are damaged and short of supply. Okay, for this one, let's say the goods of the supplier, they send it to TMG. So what we do is we check each item. Let's say one of those items is spoiled or damaged. What we have to do is create an invoice for them, and to key in all those damaged items, create an invoice and send it back to the supplier. Okay, for them, they have their own merchandising, they have their own warehouse. Okay, their warehouse is MC Food Supply and also Msun Food Supply. Okay, MC Food Supplies is for the dry goods, such as canned food, dry goods like those biscuits packet and all those kind. For Msun is for the vegetable supplies. Okay, for vegetable supplies, mostly from what I have experienced is, mostly some vegetables when suppliers send, there will be some items that are damaged or maybe is not in a good condition. So what we do is we create an invoice and send it back to the supplier. Okay, key in the GIV sales items of system collected of data sales. Okay, this GIV is called goods return invoice validation sales. Okay, what we do is, in this system, we are keying all those items of sales. What items that has already purchased from TMG to the suppliers, we are key in every items. So every items of the sales that we key in is to keep as a data. So next time when we are able to actually know that we haven't received this item, we will get back, we will inform the supplier that we haven't received this item. Okay, the suitability of this training is to expose the students in working life. Okay, for my experience, for what I have actually learned, this company has actually exposed me to enhance a lot of different situations that is in the company that I had to face. Okay, opportunities that I learned, and also the ideas on how actually they promote and how they actually organize it well, and also help me learn how to actually give generate more ideas and also expand my knowledge in this company. And it's also that this company also helps students in exposing the situation in the working life. Okay, for this one, I was exposed in a lot of different situations, such as for my experience which I really touch on is actually on the supermarkets where I have to actually check on the retail sales. Okay, from that one, I have to be quick and also learn fast to actually be quick in solving their problems. Like I say, we have short of supply, so I have to be quick in actually creating an invoice and letting the supplier know that we are short of this supply, and also so that the supermarkets will not be short of any of those products actually. Okay, improve in communication. My promotion in communication is actually to be in the moderate, because in that company where you have to be able to communicate with the staff well, so that other staff will get the information well and also get to learn to actually understand what you're trying to ask them, or um, what you're trying to actually trying to tell them in what you want to do. Okay, the promotion pictures of this item, these are the promotion. Like I said, we can see here is the sedang opening. So as you can see, we have actually organized flyers for it. Let's say the promotion products that we are actually organizing it lah. Okay, the next one is the flyers of those products for Chinese New Year. We have organized promotion price. Okay, next slide. The next slide is the TMG gift card. Okay, this is the gift card. Actually, this gift card function is it can use for touch and go. It's also used for collecting points, and it's also used for redeeming consumer, as I have actually learned about this gift card. Okay, last slide is my conclusion. Okay, my conclusion is, ever since when I was based on these 4 months of my experience, I actually learned a lot. I learned to overcome the situation at the company by members that have helped me, teaching me and learning this task. I learned in a teamwork. I learned to actually work in a teamwork where I can actually learn different ideas from each every one of them. And also I have learned to be more self-disciplined, like waking up early, learning to be on time and also being punctual, and also learning to finish the task on time. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Okay, thank you, Andrea. All right, now for Q&A session. So I open the floor for Q&A session. Anyone have a question for Andrea? Aiman, Hasha, Hafiz?
Okay, Andrea. Congratulating.
Yes.
Along your
Yes.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, madam, I can hear you, but your
Andrea,
line is.
can you hear me?
Yes, madam. Yes. Madam, your line is not stable.
Okay. Can you hear me or not?
Like,
Now I can hear. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrea, clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Congratulations for your good explanation. Okay.
Yeah.
One more
Okay.
thing. Along your journey
Yeah.
as internship. Okay. Along your journey as a
Yes.
internship. So, what is your bad experience that you face? Could you share your bad
My bad
experience, TMG?
experience that um working along with the staff was actually difficult, but at the same time there are few staff also that's actually helped me a lot. And also sometimes when you have to finish the task on time where it's already time to go back, but at the same time you had to stay back at least maybe around 10 minutes 15 minutes just to finish those tasks. Sometimes also those people sometimes those staff are quite sometimes they are not really, let's say, not really friendly, but at some staff are also friendly. But they have actually given me motivated they motivate me in a lot of different situations. Let's say you have to actually learn to overcome these challenges, and also to overcome the situation. Let's say we have a problem, or maybe problem in those invoice, you have to be more cooperative in actually handling those situation also lah. Yeah. And also learn to actually learn on their work which they have given also lah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Andrea.
Okay,
Okay.
welcome.
Okay, Andrea, I have a question. Okay. You said before, you have some difficulties in communication with your coworkers, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so how you solve that problem?
What I'll do is I will keep asking them lah, even though they are not cooperative in my questions, but I'll try to keep asking. Or maybe if they say let's say they say never mind, I'll handle it later, so what I'll do is I will go to the next staff which that is available. So what I do is I'll give that work, and she will be able to teach me those tasks which I was not able to understand. So some of the staff was a bit difficult, but at the same time, some of them was actually friendly and also cooperative.
Okay, so did you ever face or receive a complaining from customer regarding a product, a price?
Yeah, I did. For example, those let's say the fish where the wet stuff, right? Okay, let's say the fish that they say that the price have increased, so they want us to actually lower down the price, but it's not same as the market price. So what we have to do is we will try our best to actually improve the price of those products lah. We will get approval from those manager and also the suppliers to actually approve on those promotion items lah.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. So that's all presentation from Andrea. Thank you and congratulations for completing your internship. All right, now.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, we go to Hasha. Hasha still here? Yes, madam. I waiting for
Yes,
a long
madam.
time. Okay, Hasha, wait. Where is your presentation slide?
Madam,
Yes, saya.
saya minta izin keluar boleh?
Boleh, no problem.
Okay,
Thank
baik.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
This is Hasha, boleh share screen, share your slide.
Boleh, madam?
Okay, kuatkan volume. Speaker slow sangat.
Sekejap. Hello, dengar madam?
Okay, good. Clear.
Okey, kejap eh. Hmm.
Wait. In process. Okay, good. Okay, I can see it.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
I want to present what I learned from my industrial training.
Okay, can you do it in slideshow?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, First introduction. My industrial training is a contractual course for all students in University College of Yayasan Pahang.
Hasha, it's not
Yes.
appear as a slide mode. Could
Oh.
you go to this slide mode?
Tak appear maksud madam. Sekejap.
Boleh tak buat dalam slide presentation mode?
Slide presentation mode.
Kat bawah yang ada 4 segi tu, cuba klik kat situ.
Ni ya?
Bukan sebelah dia, lagi. Kanan, lagi kanan.
Ni.
Okay, betul. Slideshow. Okay.
Okay.
Tak function.
Ya. Tadi pun sama, dia macam ada problem. Kalau slideshows ni dia akan lambat.
Tak dapat ke?
Tak apalah, proceed je lah kalau tak boleh.
Okay. My industrial training have to be complete within the stipulated period as agreed by UCYP and selected company by the student themselves. The industrial place is self-search companies in the Facebook and Instagram platform. The purpose is to provide graduates who are experienced and willing to work in academic and non-academic fields in the future. Students will have real work experience where they will be exposed to various activities in fieldwork. Objective of industrial training is to develop skill in the application of theory to practical work situation, to develop skill and
Your
technique.
slide doesn't move, Asha. It's still on the chapter 1.
Oh, tapi saya dah alih.
Your slide freeze.
It's still on the slide number 2. Okay, now objective.
Okay. Objective to develop skill in the application of theory to practical work situation. To develop skill and technique directly applicable to their careers. Internship will increase a student's sense of responsibility and good work habits. To expose students to real work environment, experience, gain knowledge in writing report, in technical works or project. To build the strength, teamwork spirit and self-confidence in student life. To enhance the ability to improve student creativity skills and sharing ideas. To build a good communication skill with group of workers and learn proper behavior of corporate life and industrial sector. Nampak, madam?
Job nature, yes.
Job nature, industrial training is a contractual course for all students in UCYP in order to complete the study. Ni macam salah tulis lah. Sekejap. The job nature. Job nature is a type of work that I do in the company. The work is according to the scope of work that has been assigned by the company supervisor. While I was undergoing industrial training, there was some work I had done, such as bought a domain for the website, plant pixel on Facebook, create a product advertising page on Facebook, and create Facebook ad using Facebook Ads Manager. This is the job scope that uh, that UCYP give that was this is the job scope that was given by UCYP yang apa yang ada dalam saya punya industrial training. First, develop creative promotion strategies for product and service using integrated marketing promotional tools such as advertising and direct marketing. For example, my company focus on using Facebook ads to promote the company product. Then use data from such area as passive buying habits, consumer preference, competitors product and market segmentation for development of marketing. When we do the Facebook Ads Manager, we also um, have to make some analysis about the past sale of the company, about what kind of customer that will buy our product, and how the competitors and what the difference between competitors product and our company product. And then participate in promotional activities, perform sale activities, make market research or survey on current or potential customer to know their preference and need for product and service improvement. Gather information from the medias and the internet as reference for the development of marketing strategies. When we want to make FB ad, we have to find some information about the product. We have to analyze how to make a powerful content so that it can attract customer to buy our product. And then prepare sales report. uh, I have to update my daily sales report to my company supervisor about at least 1 hours. Apply related IT knowledge in the production of flyers and or brochure or design of any promotional items. Okay. I have to make a poster too. I have to make a poster for product too, and put it on my FB ad. Use the internet as a platform to promote product, service, and the organization such as blog, company website, email, and social network. Other than FB ad, we use some website to make customer uh, from FB ad. This is the organization chart. Nampak ke?
Ya, nampak. Yes.
This is our company have this is a CEO Dr. Hazwan Shafiq and CFO Puan Nur Ain, the human resource Encik Haris, finance account Cik Nur Syaira, admin Cik Eva Umaira, the marketing Cik Farah, graphic design Cik Noradina, and operation Cik Asma. Next, business nature and operation. Manufacturing, the firm involved with obtaining pest control and processing them in some way. to change them into a particular finished product ready to sell. Trading, uh, the firm involved in buying good with low price and reselling them at the high price to gain profit. Other than obtaining pest control, my company also find some product in Shopee that was lower cost to resell it back with higher cost to gain some profit. And then service firms are engaged in providing a service for which this company charge. These are some information of the department in the company. First, when I enter the company, I need to buy a domain for my product website from this application, and after that, I have to manage a hosting for the bot domain, and I have to manage and coordinate the website product for the company. After that, I have to manage Facebook ad manager for product promotional purpose. I also have to make a content for Facebook ad manager such as video and poster. And I have to monitor the Facebook ad by creating various type of ad to see the performance of each type of ads. And I have to use WordPress to host and build website. And I also have to create flow form and cut flow for receiving order. This is the logo, motto, and vision of the company. The motto of this company is develop new talent. The vision is to be a company that rapidly fast grows to the international level and is well known for its commitment to the high tech retail trading care product and become a benchmark of quality for this industry. Bridging people to success and fulfill need and goal by providing opportunities, bridging individuals and corporation towards growth and success. This is the job scope I have explained earlier. And this is the experience that I learned after going through industrial training in this company. I was able to make a website page for my product. I learned how to buy and create website domain for my product and product website from trusted application. I learned to create Facebook pixel by installing pixel through WordPress, and I learned how to manage hosting for my domain. I learned how to use WordPress application for creating website and others marketing purpose. I learned to manage Facebook ad manager using Facebook business manager, and I learned how to create my own Facebook page for the product that I have run on Facebook ads. The suggestion that I can give to this company is they need to reduce unexpected tasks that take time to execute, and vacation time is not suitable for doing office week because sometimes we also want to spend time for ourselves. Avoid interrupted weekend break time. The boss need to find a secretary to do his job, not us intern to do it. Problem encountered. At first, I had a problem with my Facebook page. I can find the page moderation for Facebook page, and I accidentally delete my Facebook page, and it takes me a few days to get back my Facebook page. After that, I have difficulties in achieving sales company target because um, the target they 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 put to intern is at least we have to achieve 1K sale a day. So it's very difficult for me to achieve such sale. And then I have a difficulties in creating interesting content for my ads. Because sometimes I don't have many ideas for creating content, various type of content. Last, I have difficulties in finding the right customer tune in Facebook. Um, when I create the Facebook ad, I need to find the right customer tune. So it's very difficult because sometimes Facebook can't help me find the right customer tune for me to buy the product. The conclusion, I learn and experience a drastic improvement in team working skill, learn to brush up the interpersonal and communication skill, learn a brand new experience and make a huge difference, learn to know the essential skills and knowledge they need in order to excel during working, and I learned some industry skill which are highly relevant to the area of study during the industrial training. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Harsha. All right. So it's now we go to Q&A session. Okay. So I have a question for Harsha. Just now you said about uh, one application where you need to buy a domain for your product. Okay, it's
Yes,
a GoDaddy, isn't it? So
yes.
my question is why you choose that application? Why not the others?
Because the company prefer that application to buy domain for each website.
Okay, so
Because
yes.
yes.
Why is it? Why? It must have some benefit. That's why your company choose it, isn't it? So what can you explain the benefits?
Because they said that it's easier to buy from that application other than others.
Meaning, a a simple form, or what is it? Is it no need to pay, or no need to have what we call some buffering issues? What is it? Easy
The
meaning what? What did you mean by easy?
the cost.
Cost. Okay. So others than Facebook, did you
Mm,
have the other platform to sell your product beside Facebook?
no, only our company only focus on Facebook ads.
Okay. So did you ever have a colleague or co-worker did meet 1K target a
What?
day? You said before in your
Uh,
presentation you have a daily target. You need to
yes,
sell 1K, isn't it? A
yes.
day. So I'm asking, did you have your some of your friends meet that 1K, achieve 1K sales a day?
I have achieved that's 1K sales, but uh, tapi tak selalu lah. Selalu je tak capai.
Okay, so what is the most expensive product you have? How much is it?
The most expensive product is the product that I run. For one bottle, it costs 69 ringgit.
69 ringgit. It's
Yes.
almost 100. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Hasha. How about the others? Did you have a
Okay. Thank
question?
you, madam.
Puan Rozita, unmute.
Okay, sorry, Asha. I saw in your slide just now, you mentioned that you have an unexpected task, right?
Yes.
Unexpected task. So what do you mean unexpected task?
Um,
Asha, I can hear
unexpected.
you.
Uh,
I can hear you.
sorry.
Okay.
Unexpected tasks such as boss giving task. I mean not from my supervisor. Suddenly the boss giving task to intern student.
So there is a unexpected in the
Ah,
real life. Okay. Asha, actually there is a real life.
alright.
Our life is unexpected. So it's also task given by your SB or manager. Okay, thank
Alright.
you, Asha.
Okay.
Okay, so congratulations, Hasha, for completing your in internship. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
So,
madam.
yes, now the time for our last presenter, Muhammad Aiman. Are you ready?
Yes, madam.
Okay, can you try to share your slideshow, your PowerPoint slide? Can you share it first? If you got a problem, then I will try to share your with mine.
Sekejap, madam. Saya cuba. Sebab saya
Yeah.
pakai phone boleh, madam.
Try.
Try.
Try. Right now, tak lagi. Not yet. I cannot see your slide. Okay.
Alamak.
Your folder, alright.
Nampak, madam?
Can you make it bigger? Penuhkan one
Bigger.
screen. Fit to one screen.
Ya.
Make it last sikit. Okay, good. Alright. Now I can see it clearly. Okay, Muhammad Aiman, continue with your presentation.
Okay, madam. Okay. Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Anwar. I student diploma in marketing business. Marketing business and at
Okay.
University College Yasa Pahang. Okay. My industry training is at Kimisai and Set Screen Enterprise. Okay. For chapter 1 is introduction. Okay. The internship or industry training is integrate platform for anyone to get experience and knowledge in actual workplace. Internship or industrial training is good opportunity for student to learn and gain experience or knowledge.
It's blank.
It's
Kosong
blank.
ni hitam.
Tak beda dia macam
Lag sikit kan?
dia macam tiba-tiba dia terpadam.
Wait. Okay.
Okay. I also learn from industry training for experience and real life is jadi Madam dia asyik tertutup lah madam.
Okay, tutup close. I will share yours. Close your
Okay madam.
PowerPoint. Okay, wait. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So I won't do slideshows, because I want to
Okay.
avoid a problem. Okay, now introduction.
Okay, introduction. Uh, okay, the internship or industrial training is a integrate platform for anyone to gain experience and knowledge. Uh, internship or industry training is a good opportunity for student to learn, to gain experience and knowledge. Uh, so and also to make preparation before start a career.
Mm.
Okay, experience in my eye is a very available. Now thing is life because we need to be brave to taking risk and responsibility. Okay, I have decided to take internship course or industry training to get the golden opportunity to apply information and knowledge that I have in real working life setting.
Mm.
Through learning in the University College Sapahang, I learned about theory, but by doing internship, I learned the uh, practicity approach on dealing with a real person and world.
Mm.
I also have learned that I am still lack as a individual and employer. Internship and industry training helped me to identify my weakness, my strengths. And other reason why I choose the take to internship course is preparation for more challenging work environment and situation. Our life is in school and university in apa ni incomplete without internship. Okay, during for my 4 month of internship, I want to active into task and job scope and contribute with the company objective by applying the knowledge I obtained during my education environment. For example, a different word, ethic and systematic company of their company future. For example, Kimisai and Sunscreen manage their organization structure very systematic and smart thinking as compare others company.
Okay, Aiman, did you still explain your first slide?
Okay, baru masuk OJT.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, for OJT internship objective is the assessment of industry training or internship is only needed pass or fail and
Mm.
mark depend on logbook, student performance and complete with the presentation.
Mm.
Okay, for the first internship integrally two of the reserved for college student looking to gain experience and knowledge.
Mm.
Number two is an objective of this position should emphasize the skill you already possess in the area and your interest in learning more. Number three is some internship is use allow individual to perform scientific research, while others are scientifically designed to allow people to gain first-hand experience working. Okay, madam, next slide.
Mm.
Okay, internship is a great way to build your resume and develop skill that can be your future career. When you apply for a training internship, make sure to highlight any special skill and talent that can make you stand apart from the rest of the application so that you have an improved chance to landing in the position in your career. Okay, job nature and job scope. First the all, I start my practical training 15 November 21 and ended in 6 March 22. As a practical training in chemical science and screening, I was expected to work according to office hour from 9 a.m. to until 6 p.m. But sometimes I start to work early, but and the and the excel the office hour because of commitment of the work. Sometimes I have work to complete in OT overtime. Okay, my job description basically is update job. Okay, for Kimisai, uh, Kimisai have a side income from DG. For DG, so Kimisai have get three state. Uh, three state is Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang. So my job is update job if uh if interstate have a problem like a signboard lighting, uh change surface and another problem. As a keeper, uh DG Joshi, I always check it in my KIMI to know to check email from DG because every month always have a email from DG. Kimisai always try to give the best service for consumer and customer around in Kuantan and has be comprehensive in Pahang. Kimisai have a two type of printing machine to cover demand from consumer or customer. I also have assigned to cover demand customer of printing and sticker from customer shop and company. And my experience is I need to go once to go to one company to make sure by size of sticker to be a printing. Okay, for job scope, uh, for job scope, I have also need perform say activity like banner and printing. I have need to perform relationship marketing with regular customer or new customer. I also have to make market research to and survey to know the customer reference and need a product or service improvement. I also make final report and the month for November, December, January and February. Okay, the next slide. Okay, satu lagi. Okay, this is organization chart for the first owner Kimisai, Mr. Chong Chi Chung, and the second is Miss Fong Sui Fu, accounting manager. And assistant manager is Fazilana binti Musa, Anwar Ibrahim as a worker, and designer Yang Hua Xiang or nickname Jimmy. Okay. For okay. For business nature and operation, Kimisai and Screen Enterprise were established in 1920 and in 1990 1999 by Mr. Chow and Mr. Michael. The founder of Kimisai Screen as advertising company that not only make advertising but also make Senegate, signboard, booting, banner and sticker. For information, Kimisai Screen Enterprise also make road sign, LED sign and billboard. Billboard more focus at Kuantan. Okay, the main target sale for Kimisai is printing. have a profit from large company, small company, and especially company that just start a business. This table is operation schedule of Kimisa and screen. Okay, for information of department, okay, Kimisai screen enterprise divided into different kind of department, and every department has its own responsibility and operation. The department of the industry training placement for me is IT support department. It is one of important department which had the company to solve any problem for client regardless software or database such as sale profit information. This department responsibility in handling requests from customers such as printing, sticker, banner and bunting. This department has handled work from media such as computer and mobile to handle printing, purchasing, promoting, and sending message. Uh, IT IT support department also handle company data analysis, information, and SWOT analysis. This is a logo for Kimisai, the new logo. Okay, for motto and slogan, I choose sometimes you feel beautiful from inside. The meaning, this slogan is inside or inner beauty may be described as something that experience a person's character rather by appearance. The in, in the real beauty of the person is from inside, and the vision is becoming the worldwide leader of the all advertising. Okay, for chapter 2 is about our content. Okay, 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 my job at Kimisai Sunscreen Enterprise have a two two must be a job is number one is update the email. Number two is reply apa ni reply. Number two is reply the message from customer or DG. Okay, for the first week, I introduce you to the staff Kimisai and Sunscreen Enterprise, checking email Kimisai Sunscreen Enterprise, get first job to renew license business and document at MPK. MBK. Okay, for second week, I continue update the DG project and print out. Go to the MBK to handle the business document from another company and receive email from DG Dropship. Okay, for week 3, also have continue checking email Kimisai, and the first job is make design promotion for head care content. I also get to make sure size of the sticker at I am in dalam quarter 14. Apa ni 14. For okay, for week 4 I make market research to know demand from customer or their ideas and research email from regular customer, checking email Kimisai Enterprise. Okay, week 5 continue checking email, receive email message from DG, making update job sheet from DG in Excel or PowerPoint, and make report job sheet to send it to worker or supervisor. For week 6, continue checking email Kimisai and Sunscreen Enterprise, making market research.
Sorry, Aiman,
Huh?
can you hear me, Aiman?
Yeah, madam.
Okay. So I think you no need to present for each week because we can see this one in your logbook, right? So
Yeah.
you may go to the tasks and job duties. Actually, there is a summarize of your weekly tasks. Do you have a slide for tasks and duties?
Duties.
Ada
Maybe
tak slide
I
tu?
slide.
Ke kamu tak buat slide tu? Itu sebenarnya dia summarize semua sekali kerja kamu selama 16 minggu kamu LI tu. Ada tak ada?
No. That slide is about
Tak
experience.
ada.
Experience.
Yes.
Okay, for experience, during 6 week or 4 month for the industry training, I gain a lot new knowledge in chemistry. First the knowledge I know about how to make a design or printing, how to have a discussion with customer. Okay, for number 2, challenging and difficult in work environment in Kimisai enterprise. For at Kimisai, have at Kimisai also have a internship as a designer. But the Malay language not the his Malay language not more not to perfect. His English language also cannot, but he can. So from there have a communication lack of the communication skill. Okay, experience. I have know the basic language and okay for problem. Okay, for problem, for I say I have a lack of communication skill because there are no activity with customer customer face to face only in phone or email. Okay, for number 2 is no enough worker or staff. In Kimisai have a three worker in office and one worker for do signage, signboard and billboard. So I think uh if have a demand from customer to make a signboard and billboard road sign, I think it be incomplete because don't know no enough no enough worker and staff. Okay, for suggestion, I suggest to improve the communication skill. The communication skill with more activity in the company. For example, the staff need to meet customer face to face. But I know it's a COVID-19 situation, so the activity is not being. Okay, for suggestion number 2, increase more worker and staff. Okay, for inclusion. Okay, inclusion overall internship is a really good program and recommended to all students. It help to develop skill, ability, and knowledge. He was a good experience and memory as not only gain as experience but also have a new friend and knowledge. For me, Kimisan also have a good place to do internship. But for 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 Kimisan, I refer maybe the designer for the more for designer. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, I stop sharing first. Okay, thank you, Muhammad Aiman. Alright, so it's time for Q&A. Alright, so Muhammad Aiman, did you ever had a problem with your coworkers, a conflict with your coworkers in terms of communication maybe?
Yes.
Okay, how
Yes.
you solve it?
Okay. For yes, I have a problem. For the okay. In Kimisan have a internship from designer kan. I say.
Yes.
Apa ni for he language not very very good as a Malay or English.
Okay.
So my suggestion uh, to to apa ni how to increase communication skill. Kimisan should do uh, activity do activity I say aduh bahasa Melayu boleh madam.
Try. Should do what? Should do
Dah saya nak cakap yang macam biasa kalau orang buat pameran apa. Untuk apa ni buat pameran dekat Giant ke dekat any store to apa ni to promote Kimisan. From there from the activity we have to talk with customer if want to know Kimisan.
Okay, there's something weird there. You said before you have a problem with communicate.
Okay.
Communicate. Is it
Huh?
you with your coworker or you have a problem to do marketing to the public?
More for co-workers because in January 17 have a designer apa ni practical designer.
Yes. You have a problem to talk with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how you solve that? Macam mana you selesaikan benda tu? How you solve? You cannot they cannot understand Malay?
Yeah. Malay a bit je no
so they might be use Chinese language.
Chinese.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how you communicate with them?
For the first I try to learn Mandarin.
Okay, that's interesting. You learn to
Yeah,
okay.
learn but not perfect.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So you take action. You learn their language.
Yeah.
Okay. Puan Rozita, did you have any question?
Okay, Aiman.
Yeah, madam.
Do you think UCYP should send student
Yeah.
for internship in the future?
Hmm. For me, for internship is student in Kimisai, I prefer more for apa ni designer. For marketing can, but for internship maybe have one or two internship, not to more refer more to apa ni designer. Because the company Kimisai do printing design for I prefer internship more to designer.
Because just now you mentioned you have communication, okay, in terms of
Yeah.
language, okay.
Hmm.
They prefer to use a Mandarin, but
Yeah.
we normally Malaysia, normally Malay or Indian could not
Mhm.
speak Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think there is the suitable place for UCYP for internship?
Mm,
That's that's
for the
what
company
I mean.
I think no problem. But if have a internship our internship student uh Chinese maybe have a problem communication skill.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's our presentation from Muhammad Aiman. Thank you, Muhammad Aiman, and congratulations for completed your internship. Okay,
Yeah,
so once
madam.
again, thank you, Muhammad Aiman, Hasha Idina, and also Andrea to join this meeting. Okay, and also thank you, Rosita.
Okay, thank you, all of you.
All right.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you,
all for
madam.
today. Okay. I hope I can
So
see you all great.
the rest can leave ya. Salah, kita discuss kejap Salah.
Okay.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, you're
Okay, bye bye.
welcome.
Okay, apa benda ni? So nanti